What up, YouTube? I just wanted to come through and give a little damn fucking. I had some cake and some fucking ice cream, some Haagen-Dazs. Yo, I'm down here in Houston, Texas, and you know they love Bluebell ice cream down here. But I'm from New York, so we love Haagen-Dazs. Like I like Haagen-Dazs, so got me a little, slice of cake from the clearance rack at Kroger's, and got me some Haagen-Dazs vanilla bean ice cream. That shit was so good. But I wanted to come through and do a review of Lil Kim's Nine album. I don't want this to be long at all because I don't feel like it's really worth it to be long. I personally was let down by the project. I felt like she tried to tap into some old Kim sounds, but I felt like rap wise, we will never see Lil Kim be that hardcore Kim again because Biggie was so instrumental to her career. Even in some of the new interviews that I see her doing, I don't feel like she's being fully transparent on, his how much he just gave her. Like I want to be very clear. Like, she said that Biggie didn't write No Time, but No Time clearly is a rap that was written by Biggie. The way that her raps was flipped in that rhyme, she never rapped like that again. Do you understand that? That, like, an artist cannot be, you can't take that away from them. Like, I dropped a freestyle that's on my channel right now. I used to write music like back in the early 2000s or something like that. And the Casanova Soul Brooklyn beat just, it made me want to write. So I wrote some shit. Like, check it out on my channel. It's a freestyle that I wrote, it's the Casanova Soul Brooklyn. I wrote that after not recording or anything after 4 years. When you write shit like that, when you're a writer, it don't leave you. Your essence and your sound just never leaves you, right? Another example, Foxy Brown, she just dropped a Soul Brooklyn freestyle too. Like, Foxy went through a lot, like her hearing, everything. Like, she went through a lot, but one thing about her, she don't lose that Il Nana sound. And it was something about both of them back in the day that where I felt like is even more relevant now today with Cardi and Nicki, where Lil Kim really wasn't the real rapper back in the day. Foxy Brown was the real rapper. She was the one who started off with, battling at the Lyricist Lounge with Biggie. I think, is it one of the dudes from Wu-Tang? She was battling with them. That's how she got noticed on to get into the game. Like, she's really a rapper. So, to hear Little Kim say that and to hear her say that, with Crush on You, we all know if you from the streets, I don't know if she thinks that people forgot about this shit, but I know the history of female rap. Like, I love all the female rappers from New York. Remy Ma, Little Kim, Foxy Brown, Nicki Minaj, those are my top from New York. So, Little Kim, she wasn't back in the day. Foxy Brown was always the better rapper. She just didn't have that Hollywood shit on Smash like Lil Kim. She was dark skinned, the whole colorism shit like that. Foxy Brown was the better artist. This album from Lil Kim, I don't know who's telling her she's a singer. You cannot sing. You can't. Like, it doesn't sound good. It sounds all nasally congested and brave. It just don't sound good. Like, where is the classic Little Kim at? Like, you back with Little Caesar now. I feel like he should at least made you, some of them hits like how it used to sound in Notorious Kim. I know that people say that they're trying to push it and go into another direction because we in a new day and era. But nah, you got to give people that classic sound. That new wave that you're trying to ride is not going to work for you. It's not working. We've heard you sing on songs for like all of these releases. I think the best song that I've heard on this project was probably Go Off, and that's been out for months now. Auto Blanco was kind of like, it's just the whole album is just, it's underwhelming. I don't know how to put it, but it's like, really go back and like study your essence and at least try to match it. Like, we know that Jay-Z helped Foxy Brown earlier on with her commercial hits and shit like that. He helped her out, but she's really an artist. Like, I felt like the only reason she got help from him earlier on is because she was so young. And it's like, you need to have an album with album filler songs, and then you need to have the commercial hits that's gonna sell the album. And Jay-Z helped her with some of those things earlier on. Little Kim said that she wrote Crush on You. We all know from New York, if you know the history of rap, Cameron wrote Crush on You. You know I love the way you feel, sip my tequila, work from the dealer, full length chinchilla. That's my nigga Cameron. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. So and like even in the new interview, she was on I can't remember the show she was on, but there's been rumor that Lil Kim is not even from Brooklyn. Like real fucking talk. Like Foxy Brown has been talking about that shit for a minute, saying like Shorty is not really from Brooklyn. And I was wondering, then I seen an interview with this guy saying that Kim was always from the Bronx. Kim has been in the game for over 20 years. This year in this interview was first when I've heard her acknowledge that, you know, even living in the Bronx or having friends, who are your friends in hip hop from the Bronx? You know what I'm saying? Like, make it make sense. And so she had a new interview and she even just sounds funny. Like her whole body language is just like, you know, girls in Brooklyn, they have the, you know, the Timbs on with the booty shorts and, you know, I don't know. It was just like her whole energy was just off about it and makes it questionable. And then Foxy said in her new So Brooklyn freestyle that she checking credentials. So I really believe that Foxy Brown has been saying that for years. And the thing is that people, they've looked at her things that she's kind of spiraled out of control about, like, you know, whether her hair and that, which causes her to like spiral out with all these behavioral issues. I do believe that Foxy Brown has gone through a lot in this industry, being that she was so young and coming into the game. Yeah, but thoughts on Little Kim 9? Little Kim 9, that's probably like a one mic album. If we talking in source regards, the lyrical content is just not really up either. It's not like, I understand that people got to go in a different direction, but this new shit is just not good. And that's just my review. Little Kim 9, underwhelming. Sorry.